Well, hey there, North Texas. Today is a day that we want you to stay weather aware. When you walk outside, you can feel that there is plenty of moisture in the atmosphere right now, and there is plenty of instability right now for thunderstorms to develop later this afternoon and evening and become strong to potentially severe. In fact, we've already seen some severe storms in parts of North Texas, but our WFAA weather alert day, that officially begins at 4 o'clock this afternoon and goes until at least 8 o'clock this evening, but we may even have to extend that. We'll see what the storms do later on today. The impact from these storms will be up to golf ball size hail, wind gusts of 70 miles an hour, but an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out in some of these storms. So what you need to do is make sure that you stay updated with the latest forecast, have a way to receive any warnings that do come out, and also make sure to download the WFAA Plus app to your TV because we will be streaming on there as well. This is our severe weather outlook for North Texas for today. Notice the DFW Metroplex, we are going to be in that enhanced risk for severe weather. So on a scale of 1 to 5, we're going to be at a level 3. The farther north you go, that risk is going to be even higher. So Gainesville, Sherman, Bonham, as you get just north of Paris, we are talking about more of a moderate threat for severe weather. So the tornado threat is actually going to be a little bit higher the farther north you go today. We do have a tornado watch for parts of North Texas that goes until 9 o'clock this evening. That does not include Fort Worth or Dallas, but that is not to say that we could not see an isolated tornado across the Metroplex later this afternoon and evening. That will still be a possibility, but the higher threat for tornadoes will be just to our north and to our west. Looking at the dew point temperatures right now, we're talking low to mid 70s. There is plenty of moisture for these storms to work with later today. So once we do get a storm that gets going, it will likely produce quite a bit of rainfall, torrential rainfall. We're looking at some large hail. We could see damaging wind, and once again, an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out this afternoon and evening. Satellite and radar over the past several hours showing the moisture streaming in from the south and west. We've already seen a few thunderstorms, but as far as severe weather, we do have that one tornado warning that is going to be just north and west of Bowie. That is moving off to the north and east and will eventually be into Oklahoma here pretty shortly. Looking at our time cast, stopping the clock at 5 o'clock this afternoon, it's showing a supercell basically between McKinney and Greenville, but we also have this other supercell just west of Decatur, and it looks like these want to grow as they move off to the east. So this is 6 o'clock this evening, and that is showing a few supercells in some of our northwest counties, and you can see the other one that's going to be near Bonham as well. By 7 o'clock this evening, those storms, they stay a little bit closer to the Red River, but now we've got some isolated storms popping up just west of Fort Worth and also just south of Granbury, and it looks like they come together and eventually form a larger supercell that will be around the Metroplex, if not just to our south. This is going to be 10 o'clock this evening, and there is still a threat for a supercell that could potentially produce an isolated tornado around the Metroplex, and eventually later this evening that will form more of a line as it moves off to the east. So about midnight tonight, most of us will be in the clear, but we could still see a few showers and storms that are going to be just south and east of Terrell and Waxahachie and basically right over Corsicana. 1 o'clock in the morning, that falls apart pretty quickly as it moves into our far eastern counties, and then overnight tonight, a cold front comes through. Our wind shifts to the north and west, and Tuesday will be a much quieter day. So for tonight, eventually temperatures will be dropping down into the mid and upper 60s once the storms are all said and done. So the cold front will be coming in tomorrow morning. So eventually tomorrow afternoon will be a much nicer and quiet day. Finally, we definitely deserve that. Temperatures make it into the low to mid 80s, about 84 degrees in McKinney, 81 in Dallas, 78 in Decatur, and 85 tomorrow afternoon in Granbury. Looking at the 14-day forecast again, tomorrow's quiet, Wednesday is quiet. On Thursday, there will be a slight chance of rain and storms. Friday looks quiet, but a little warm and breezy. Temperatures climb into the upper 80s. Memorial Day weekend, for now, there is going to be a 20% coverage of storms on Sunday, but that coverage of storms actually goes up for Memorial Day itself as a front actually moves through. That front will not really do a whole lot for our temperatures, but it looks like we're going to be in the low 80s. It looks like about May 27th all the way through about May 30th. So now we're looking at the second half of that 14-day, and eventually things do start to warm up, but rain chances do look a lot lower.